97.
In the studio right now, Brooklyn native?
Brooklyn native.
Trinidad Tobago.
Pong, pong, pong.
His name is Winston. Dude, give it up for him.
Winston.
And I definitely got to shout out Tobago most of all because they get on me if I don't say Tobago.
Oh, hell yeah. Absolutely.
What part of Trinidad?
I'm from Tobago, but you know,
Shawnee,
one
you just said
country,
it. You
two
still
others.
ignore
You gotta
Tobago.
shout out
If they don't-
Tobago.
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't know that meant he was from Tobago.
Yeah,
There's not a lot of
There's a little
Tobagonians.
saying. If people say I'm from Trinidad, they're from Trinidad. If they say I'm from Trinidad and Tobago,
They're from Tobago. That's a great point. That's a great point.
All right, so
Yeah.
Winston, you grew up here in New York City.
yes, I
Where-
grew
where
up
at?
in Brooklyn, like
Yeah.
near Flatbush, between New York and Nostrand.
I saw the movie. Laura saw the movie. Shawnee saw the movie. Rosenberg has not.
I'm seeing it Saturday night, 8 o'clock.
Did you expect this thing to be like when you first got asked to be in the film? Did you know what you were getting into?
Well, I knew there would be a lot of cultural significance around the movie, but there's the movie and then there's the event around it, and that's the thing that you can't ever plan. We didn't know, at least I didn't. And the other thing is, this is my first film altogether.
Wow.
Period.
Yeah, period. This is my first.
Wow.
This is my film debut.
Yo, that mind blown. Rosenberg, and I can't even tell you. I tried to explain to you who this guy was in the film, right? I can't tell you the role he's got is the thing that makes this film different than a lot of other Marvel films. Me as a Marvel guy. He plays a role that the way they use him in the movie, there's obviously the standard, but you do some things that I don't want to give away that.
But I could give a little synopsis of around the character. So
Well, yeah, no. Bungie Garland's here and he's tired. If you've seen him on stage, you see him perform, he's jumping around, energy. He gets to Ebro in the morning, Laura Styles and Rosenberg, sleepy.
Nah, he's good. Hi, Bungie.
What's up, then?
How are you, man? What's the matter, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
This the turn down Bungie right here.
Yeah, right now, yeah.
Well, he's
I
been
didn't.
traveling.
We didn't really sleep last night because we had a nice studio session. Of course, with Fair Lions and Angela Hunt and them.
Yeah, I heard about that. I was supposed to be in there.
Yeah.
With Jerry Wonder over at Platinum. I was invited to that. There was a boat ride yesterday, or day before yesterday.
Yeah.
Was it Masha Montano, Pier 40, or was that your boat ride?
No, the VP boat ride was.
That was a VP boat ride.
Right. For the launch of Reggae Gold, Soca Gold.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
It was. How was the boat ride?
Yeah, it was very nice. Very nice.
Did you perform?
Yeah, actually.
He didn't even remember.
Yeah.
Did I perform?
Because I wasn't supposed to perform. I
Got
was
it.
just like one of the hosts. There were other artists to perform, like Spice.
But then that beat came on. You had to.
Yeah.
And they kind of put you under pressure?
But I mean, someone had to represent Trinidad on the stage. So I mean, I just had to step up and just do like 2 songs or 3 songs, or maybe 4 or 5 or 6 or 7.
Or 8 or 9.
Yeah, and just, the vibe was nice. And
So
from there, we went to the studio.
What happened in the studio where Angela, shout out to Angela, my sister over there. She got the baby on the way, and shout out to her son King and everything. But you was in the studio late night, Jerry, one of the Platinum Studios. What was y'all working on?
Well, actually, Faye and Angela were just more or less exchanging ideas.
And Faye's your wife?
Yes, that's right. They were exchanging ideas, laying the platform for some future works to come. So they're gonna get some, probably like 6 or 7 projects done together.
Really?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know Angela Hunt is also from Trinidad.
Yes, sir.
And are you guys preparing for like Carnival?
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, the weather's getting nice. The weather's warming up. That means it's time for like Parkway vibes and sunny tropical vibes, some Caribbean vibes, some Trini superstars are here. And you see how I pluralized it?
Yeah.
Superstars.
Superstars.
Even though you're just one person,
yes, sir.
You're superstars.
Some curry chicken.
Tell them who you are.
What's
You
up?
have like the big intro.
Well, of course, this is Marshall Montano HD from TNT Trinidad and Tobago. Stand up, representing for soca music worldwide. You done know.
Crazy. Now, people say your energy, I mean, I've seen your shows, but people say your energy level when you perform is at another level.
I mean, that's
what is it about Trinidad that's making people
that's the one thing that people been saying from since the inception. First they said he was such a man because I started as a kid.
Right.
But when I understood that I had to move from calypso to soca, I know I had to put energy into it to make the music hip, to make it loved by young people.
What's the difference? What's the difference?
I mean, calypso music is slow. It's traditional. It's social commentary. It's something that the elder artists would do.
Okay.
The grandfathers. The great mighty Sparrow and the Lord Kitcheners, the older folk. So when I was jumping into that at 9 years old, I was asking my parents, "Yo, where are my peers?" I look to my peers and they're listening to Belle Biv DeVoe and they're listening to Buju and just dancehall and no soca. So I started to do soca. Soca music was the faster version of calypso.
It's
and
faster,
younger, and the one that we jumped to on the Parkway.
Right.
That's the soca.
So calypso is like
vintage.
Right. And then when did soca come about, you think?
I mean, 1974 is around the year I was born, and Ras Shorty, he was a calypsonian, and he was actually one of the biggest sex symbols with the big limousine, and he had all the girls and furs and chains, and one day he just decided to take it all off, put on a white robe, stop wearing shoes, and live in the bushes.
What?
And he had like 50 kids, and he had a group called the Love Circle, and all his kids were musicians, and he came up with this sound called soca music. He used Indian music, and he used the calypso beat and fused them
soca,
together.
I think it's soul and
soul
calypso?
of calypso. The soul of calypso. That's what he said. He felt that that calypso lost its soul. So he said, I'm going to make a new music called the soul of calypso.
Right.
All right, so I understand that you do have like a Trinidadian background, and that's where, that's like the whole basis of where the movie is about.
Yeah.
So really, how did it feel you actually going back and actually, filming, and do you still have family back down there?
Well, the film actually takes place in Jamaica.
Okay.
And we shot Trinidad to look like Jamaica. My father is from Trinidad. He came to the United States when he was about 18 or 19. And I'm like, wait, I know the actual answer to that. And so it was incredible. I'd visited a few times, but it was nice to be there for a month and to really live there and create memories of the place, grown-up memories on my own. What was also really amazing is that this is the first full-length feature film from a foreign distribution company being shot in Trinidad. Yeah. And there were apprentices all over the set. So we had this incredible Canadian film crew, really masters at what they do, shooting this film. And in every single department, from hair, makeup, wardrobe, lighting, the grips, electric, there were Trinidadians learning the art of filmmaking. And now there's a whole structure set up, a whole infrastructure in Trinidad that didn't exist before. So it's a cool movie. It did a lot. It's very multidimensional.
I heard you say that you came from a Caribbean household. You're Caribbean American?
Yes.
Okay. Where's your mother from?
She from Trinidad.
Oh, see, very nice. My father was from Trinidad.
Yeah, I was going to ask you because you look like I know.
I got like a little coolie look.
I see the hair and everything, the skin color. I'm like, he definitely Trinidadian Guyanese. I don't want to hear it because I know he ain't Spanish.
Yeah, well, it's a little bit of everything. My mother's from Haiti too, so I'm Trini Haitian. So just ça passe, yes. But just talk a little bit about growing up with a Caribbean, just in a Caribbean household, because some people don't even understand like how strict Caribbean parents are.
Yeah, I used to get my ass beat like every day if you want me to hear, you know what I'm saying? And I just had to be like I had to be a woman like since early. Like I always had to clean the house, and I always had to like do my homework at the same time, and it was just so much pressure. Like my parents, they barely let me do anything. So all right, my mother, the teenagers around my way, they always used to be like, oh, so we going to the movies? And it's like, I can't do none of that. Like, I can't do none of that. That's why I started, like, messing up in school, because it's like, oh, if I can go to a party at night, I'm going to go cut class and go to hookie parties. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, where was your dad? Where's he from?
Oh, my dad's Dominican.
Okay.
Yeah, he been in my life, my whole life. But, like, my dad, he's, like, a big thot. So, like just seeing what my dad like used to do to my mom. He never used to beat her, but I always used to see him around women. And it's like clearly he used to cheat. And it's like I never want to be like this. Like I don't want to be like my mother ever. Like I don't want to be the type of woman that like you don't leave your man because like you depend on him. Like I like you feel trapped. Like you can't leave because that's where your income is coming.
Right.
We got an island girl in the building.
You do.
A lot of people don't know that.
A lot of people don't know that, but they will know that.
Now, we have Trinidad and Tobago in the building. My brother married somebody who's from
Your brother knows what's up.
And the food. Before we get to like your credentials, can you cook?
I can absolutely cook. Pilau, stew chicken, curry chicken, pulori, bus up shot, you name it.
Wow.
All the Trini food.
Angela Hunt is this beautiful lady's name, and you've written so many songs. We can start by Jay-Z, Alicia Keys. What is that song?
Melanie Fiona, Nas, Amy Winehouse, Danity Kane.
What songs?
Pete
for Jay-Z and Alicia Keys.
Empire State of Mind. I don't know if you know that.
I think everybody in the world knows that one. Wow. Yeah. So how did you become passionate about songwriting?
When I was little, I always knew this is what I was going to do from the time I was 3 years old. There was nothing else for me.
I'm usually on the money when I say this, but you sing too. You sound like you have a singing voice.
I do. I definitely sing. I actually have a song out right now, and I actually just finished the whole Trinidad and Tobago Carnival. I'm on tour doing all the carnivals all over the Caribbean. I have a really big soca song out, and I'm just on this mission to bring soca to mainstream.
Soca's, if you don't know about soca, you need to get down with soca.
You need to know what's up. You need to go look. Party done. Get your party on. Party, 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 party done.
I began in Trinidad in the West Indies, where I was born. I worked in radio, I wrote for newspapers, and I was born so long ago. The television had only just come in Trinidad in those days, and I did some stuff on television as well. But I always wanted to work in a bigger pond, as it were. And I mean, my parents were very ambitious for me, and they wanted me to do well. Although I don't think they really wanted me to leave the country, but I was fevered up by that desire to do better in a bigger place. And so one of the places to which everybody aspired, because we listened to it all the time, was the BBC and the BBC World Service. And I suppose much to my parents' chagrin, I decided to make a life in London. I was offered a job in London. To work at the BBC World Service was sensational. It has an amazing reputation. Even when I went on to work at ITN, I would still be, aware of the great reputation. I was once covering a siege, Moroccan gunmen in The Hague many years ago. And I was talking to one of the Dutch press officers and saying, why do you have these restrictions and where we can go and what we can do? He says, because the gunmen are all listening to the BBC World Service. And they know exactly what we're doing. And if I tell you and you say, it all so broadcast. It was just a reminder to me about the great power that medium has.
And his name, of course, is Billy Oceaner. Welcome again to Video Soul. How you doing, Billy?
Thank you.
Good to see you, man. Always a pleasure. I like your cap, too. That's too cool. From London, no doubt. Let me see the back.
The thing is, I had to get up so early this morning that sometimes I wear this as a cover when you get up early, you don't feel like doing anything to your hair. You just throw a cap on and hit the road.
I know them days. Yeah. I've had plenty of them. I got an assortment of hats like you wouldn't believe at home. Right. But things are still happening for you.
Yeah, it's looking good. I'm out here present. I'm promoting my new album, which is really made up of the hits I've had over the years, the greatest hits album, with about 3 new tracks on it.
Oh, really? What are the new tracks?
License to Chill, which is a single present.
Right.
In Someone Else's Bed, and Here's to You, which is a ballad. So sort of continuing the fashion, the trend of it.
Well, Someone Else's Bed is a pretty interesting title.
Yeah, it's harmless. It's clean.
Oh, it is clean?
Clean, yes.
I mean,
promise.
I mean, it's a hot title though, but not as.
Well, it's up tempo. It's you know, it's up tempo. It's